Hi, I'm Corinne Medina. I work with the Live Learn Experience. I'm also a CAPA student. Oh my goodness, this class, one class, just really made me understand that there was no depth to my community service and that there was no services in my own community that I've lived in for many, many years, no services. When I first met with my academic advisor, she suggested I take a community service class. I told her, I said, gee, well, I don't think I really need that because I've been a member of a service organization in my community since 1985, and I've done lots of fundraisers and teas and fashion shows and funded scholarships and that sort of thing. And she says, well, just try it and see how it goes. So I go to my class and teacher says, okay, well, we're going to be opening your eyes and we're going to be reading these books based on homelessness. And my jaw just kind of, she remembers my jaw just kind of, what? So we had to, part of our reading and our course was to spend 20 volunteer hours in either a food bank, a church that does meals, that sort of thing. So I volunteered at a food bank for those 20 hours. And I found as an intake coordinator that it's not only homeless people that need food. There's older seniors that would come in, they just didn't have enough money to stretch them to the end of the month. And you hear lots of sad, sad stories. And sometimes they would come in and they couldn't look at you in the eyes because they're so full of just maybe a little shame, and they're so humble and grateful. And it just warmed my heart. Each individual just really warmed my heart, and it changed my whole perspective. I began to think and understand there was no depth to my community service that I had been involved with for so many years, and didn't understand it. And until I became acquainted with different types of people, that I became very passionate about my volunteer work. Well, I just assume, like everyone else, that somebody's taking care of them. You don't understand, you have no concept of what their life is on a daily basis. They are so grateful to have a can of beans, a can of corn, a little something to drink, something new to wear that's been contributed. And like I say, it's not just the homelessness. With the economy, lots of working people lost their jobs, their children were taken out of school so that everyone can work just to get by. They lose their homes, they've lost their integrity. And so I really felt their pain when they would come in and listen to their stories. Absolutely. I went to my community, I went to my church, and I wanted to know what my church was doing for homeless. And they just give food. There's or hotel vouchers, that sort of thing. But as an ongoing program, it just didn't exist. So I went to my other service organizations in my community, and I'm developing a task force to get better services for homelessness and homeless people and families in my own community, because we kind of tend to give a few dollars, okay, go away. But that, to me, that's a lack of respect. This is still a person. This is a person that's alive and that has needs and just, you know, is down and out. And so it's a very sad situation. She did bring the topic of homelessness into my life, and I completely immersed myself into it. For my papers that I would write, I would interview those homeless people that I could approach, and I would give them what they needed, whether it be food or money, and then I would, you know, ask questions. Service learning is very important to make a whole person, as a student, as a resident, whatever your situation is. And the class really brought forward into my life the seriousness of the issue and the impact that every one of us can make on the issues of homelessness. And service learning is something that I've embraced to pay forward with friends, people that I've met, and the issues that are in our society now.